Known for his devastating combinations and lightning-quick reflexes, Josh Taylor's a boxer who is simply hard to hit. With a mouth-watering record of 19-1 and 13 of his wins coming by way of knockout, Taylor has quickly established himself as one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. He's a master of timing and distance, and his punches come in flurries that are almost impossible to defend against. In his bout with Jose Ramirez, Taylor unified the super lightweight division by defeating his opponent in a thrilling battle. The fight was a showcase of Taylor's speed and power as he landed some of the most devastating punches of his career. In this video, we'll take a look at some of Josh Taylor's most impressive displays of speed and power. We will see how he uses his speed to set up his punches and how his power can knock out even the toughest opponents. So if you're a fan of boxing, or if you're simply looking for an exciting and action-packed video, then you'll not want to miss this one. Taylor versus Davies. In his first major test as a professional, Josh Taylor stepped into the ring to face his arch nemesis, the electrifying WBC silver champion and fellow undefeated prospect, Ohara Davies. But this wasn't just another fight. This was a clash of titans fueled by a fiery Twitter war that had fans salivating in anticipation. As if defending his Commonwealth title wasn't enough, Taylor unleashed a masterclass performance that left Davies trembling during the fight. With sheer dominance, Taylor unleashed a barrage of power punches, sending Davies crashing to the canvas in the third round, as if under a spell. But the relentless Taylor wasn't done yet. In a display of absolute brilliance, he sent Davies crashing down not once, but twice in the seventh round, leaving the referee with no choice but to halt the contest. The fight was a showcase for Taylor's skills, speed, and power. He showed that he could outbox a fast, aggressive fighter, and he also showed that he had the power to knock out his opponents. This fight was a sign of things to come for Taylor, and it established him as a rising star in the boxing world. Taylor versus Vasquez. 2 months following his win over Ohara Davies, Taylor went back to the ring to defend his WBC silver title against former lightweight world champion Miguel Vasquez at the Royal Highland Center. During the fight, Vasquez's style seemed to pose problems for Taylor in the early rounds. Taylor got sucked into brawling on the inside, where the Mexican wanted him. Vasquez flew in head first, catching Taylor's forehead with a butt, opening up a bad cut on Taylor's eyebrow. Angered, Taylor looked to unleash combinations, reaching for Vasquez with his punches. The Mexican came back at him, catching him with particularly effective uppercuts. Round by round, Taylor recovered his composure and sank vicious hooks into the Mexican's body. Vasquez resisted stubbornly. Taylor broke through in the 8th round, finding space to crack in hard long shots from range and force Vasquez onto the back foot, placing lovely left hands after suffering frustrations in the first half of the fight. He repeated right hooks, slung his left over and hammered Vasquez down in the 9th round. A cruel right hook to the liver left Vasquez on his knees. This was Vasquez's first stoppage loss. Taylor versus Kongsong. In a thrilling showdown, it took Josh Taylor just 161 seconds to end his forced exile from the ring and retain his 2 world titles in front of about 60 television workers, medical staff, and other boxing insiders at York Hall in London's East End. In round 1 of the fight, Taylor connected cleanly, sweetly and easily, with a devastating short left to the bottom of Kongsong's rib cage, and after a half-second delay, the Thai boxer, who was Taylor's mandatory challenger, collapsed to the canvas. On the canvas, Kongsong tried to ease the sickening pain by pulling his legs high, searching like a child for a position of comfort and gasping to breathe. There was no way he was going to beat the count. 10 minutes after the fight's final punch, Kongsong still could not talk or breathe or walk and was placed on a gurney to ease the pain in his cracked ribs. His eyes were in shock as he was wheeled away, trying a small smile as Taylor tenderly touched his shoulder with the same glove that had ended his night. Taylor versus Baranchik. One of the most anticipated bouts of 2019 was the bout between Josh Taylor and Baranchik. At the time, Josh Taylor was the IBF junior welterweight champion, but he was facing a tough test in Baranchik. Baranchik was a powerful puncher with a granite chin, and he was coming off a knockout victory over Jose Pedraza. From the very first bell, Taylor came out swinging, displaying lightning-fast punches and fierce determination. Baranchik, on the other hand, fought back, landing heavy blows of his own. The intensity continued to rise as the rounds went on, with Taylor's footwork and precision giving him an edge. Baranchik, however, refused to back down, relentlessly attacking Taylor. It was a back-and-forth slugfest, with both fighters giving it their all. In the final rounds, Taylor landed a crushing left hook that sent Baranchik crashing to the canvas. The referee began the count, but Baranchik couldn't get up. Taylor emerged as the victorious warrior, his triumph evident. It was an epic clash, showcasing the indomitable spirit and skill of both fighters. Taylor's lightning-fast punches and precision proved to be the winning formula. The fight was a showcase for Taylor's speed, power, and technical skills. He was able to outbox Baranchik and land some heavy punches. The knockout was a statement win for Taylor, and it solidified his status as one of the best fighters in the world. Taylor versus Regis Prograis. Josh Taylor and Regis Prograis were two of the best super lightweight fighters in the world. Their unification bout in 2019 was one of the most anticipated fights of the year. Taylor was the undefeated Scottish champion, while Prograis was the American knockout artist. The fight was expected to be a close and exciting battle, and it did not disappoint. Taylor and Prograis started the fight cautiously, feeling each other out. But as the rounds went on, they started to open up and trade punches. Taylor was the more active fighter, landing more punches and making Prograis miss. Prograis was dangerous with his counterpunches, but Taylor was able to avoid most of them. In the later rounds, Taylor started to take control of the fight. He was landing more punches and wearing Prograis down. Prograis was still dangerous, but he was starting to fade. In the 12th round, Taylor landed a series of punches that knocked Prograis down. Prograis got up, but the referee stopped the fight, giving Taylor a unanimous decision victory. The fight was a classic, and it is considered by many to be one of the best fights of the decade. Taylor's speed, power, and boxing skills were on full display, and he proved that he is one of the best fighters in the world. Overall, Josh Taylor's proved to be a force of nature on the boxing world. He has speed and power that is unmatched by many other fighters. In this video, we've taken a look at some of his most impressive displays of speed and power. We've seen him knock out opponents with a single punch. We've seen him outbox them with his lightning-quick footwork. He's a master of both offense and defense, and he's always a threat to win by knockout or decision. Well, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to jab that like button and give the bell icon a Josh Taylor right hook. And if you're looking for more boxing content, be sure to check out my other videos.